TGIF Friday. BLM Nobel Peace Prize. Trump. Wall Street Bets. Let's go.
All I got is my spouse. Never lonely, homie. I won't die out. That's for me and my house. We on the top of the mountain. I'm a hustle, ain't got time for timeouts. That's for me and my house. And I ain't got time for my doubts. And I ain't gonna do for thy clout. That's for me and my house. And I'ma stick to my vows.
How's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing out there? That's brand new. Tyson James. As for me in my house, finishes, we will serve the Lord. How's everybody doing out there? Friday, exciting. Man, isn't it an exciting time to be alive in the United States of America? So many things happening. Oh man, it's been pretty quiet since they took President Trump out of Twitter. And we need action, and we have gotten action this week. We have so much stuff to talk about. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. TGIF Friday. Thanks God it's Friday. Another Friday from the Valentine show. Let's go. Exciting show. Let's go.
That's right. All I got is my spouse. Never lonely, homie. I won't die out. That's for me and my house. We on the top of the mountain. I'm a hustle, ain't got time for timeouts. That's for me and my house. And I ain't got time for my doubts.
All right. Exciting day, beautiful day, another great day. Thanks to the Lord. Friday, we're here, guys. Friday, we have so much to talk about. So many things that we're gonna be talking about today. We got Wall Street Bets. The craziness. If you haven't seen my video on Wall Street Bets and what's happening, you have to see my video. I go in beginner status, and you will understand exactly what's going on with the whole Wall Street thing. It's basically the internet or the people versus Wall Street. It's insanity. It's accelerating, right? We're gonna be talking about Mr. We got to give him a name, Mr. Executive Order. That's his name, Mr. Joe Biden. Let me pull this up before I forget, if I find it. Joe Biden, man, signing 10 billion executive order. And the funny thing is that the man, he has everything. They have the House, they have the Senate, they have the executive branch. But why do all that stuff when you could just sign executive orders and rule like a king? You know what? Okay, yeah, let me put it here. There you go. I found it. Insanity, man. But we're gonna be talking about all that. Let's get into it. As a matter of fact, let's get into this one right away. How many? Look at this. Rule by executive order. Yes, President Biden signed more executive order in his first week than any past president. Any past president. Could you believe that? Where's the counting at? Let me see. Here we go. President Joe Biden, 22 executive orders in the first week. President Donald J. Trump, 4 executive orders in the first week. I'll tell you this, if Donald Trump will be doing the same thing that Joe Biden is doing, authoritarian. They will say, oh no, we got another Hitler here. We got another one. But Joe Biden gets to sign 22 executive orders, and the media is nowhere to be found. Donald J. Trump, 4 executive orders. Talking about Donald J. Trump, we're going to be talking about he opened up a new office in Florida. They talk about the Patriot Party. What is his plans for the upcoming political season? We're gonna be answering all that stuff today on the Valentine show. As always, thank you for the people that always join me. Hit that like button right away. Let's continue the list here. President Barack Obama, 5. President George W. Bush, 0. President Bill Clinton, 2. George Bush Sr., 1. President Ronald Reagan, 0. President Jimmy Carter, 1. Could you believe this? 22 executive orders in the first week by King. There's this YouTube channel I follow. His name is he used to be called Handy Mayhem. Maybe you guys know him, black guy. They call him that. He says that the R in Joseph R. Biden is for Joseph Rahim Biden. Joseph Rahim Biden has signed 22 executive orders. Can you guys believe that? Yes. They're taking on everything. Let me go into the chat. Who's up in here? The people, as always. Alexis, what's up? Alexis, Morgan in the casa. Stock puppet, stocks. Am I buying Dogecoin? No, I'm not. But we're gonna be talking about a little bit. Actually, we're gonna be. I'm going to be revealing to you guys one of the major key components in this whole stock situation that's going on. We're gonna find what's his name? His name is Furry Cat something. You're gonna find who this guy is. They actually, and he became a millionaire through all this craziness. Bernsey Bear is here. Let's go. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share. We got an exciting exciting show going on tonight. We're gonna be turning on the lines on around 8:30ish, and I want to hear from you guys. But let's talk about this. Finally, feminists decide to speak up. That I'm wondering. I've seen very, very, very few. I think I've probably seen one other feminist speak out against radical left policies. And remember, who are feminists? Feminists are the ones who are protecting females, obviously, from the encroachment of men into their things, right? But now the left is promoting totally the opposite. The left is promoting men to take over everything that's female, literally. To just become females. You girls know about the makeup tutorials. Who are some of the most famous makeup tutorial people? Men, they young guys. You see them with beards and eyeliner and all this stuff, right? Finally, a left-leaning feminist group says that Joe Biden is destroying womanhood, and he is, with this executive orders, again, ruled by executive order, by a pen, literally. And again, the irony of this is that they could pass laws, like literal laws. They could make laws. They have both control of the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the executive branch, who signs these things into law. And they don't want to do that. They just want to do it via executive order, meaning executive order jumps that process. It jumps that process, and it makes the president a king, because he dictates what he wants. So he's doing these things, and finally a left-leaning feminist group speaks out against it. This is to Discern. Guys, if you don't know about Discern, D-I-S-ERN, they cover news. They probably are, I'm not sure exactly how long they've been in the game, but the way they cover news with a Christian bias, basically, right? So with a Christian worldview. The articles are really short, really concise, but they just get to the point. And I love it. Look at this. Left-leaning feminist group slams Biden gender identity orders as unprecedented attack on women's rights. Left-wing feminist group have joined the heavily public criticism of President Biden's executive order that removes legal recognition of the two sexes and allows biological males to compete in women's sports. Cuckoo. We are in La La Land when it comes to the Democratic Party. Again, these people are infatuated with sex. This is what we're going to be talking about throughout this presidency. Biden issued the order of his first day's office mandating that public schools, look, and it's going to affect you, your children. It's not only about them and what they do in their house. It's going to affect you. They're forcing it on you. That public schools allow biological boys and biological girls to have access to the opposite genders, bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports teams if they identify as transgender. Could you believe that? That your daughter, 16 years old, there's a little boy that's going to go into the locker room of the girls with his little wee-wee. He's going to say he's a girl, and he's able to go inside there. Could you imagine the how a 16-year-old girl is going to feel literally violated when they have this guy? It's a guy. I mean, like, can we trust the science? The left is all about science. Can we trust the science? When he goes in there with his little wee-wee, they're going to be traumatized, right? And again, it's like the boys are little, they're little freaks, right? The boys are like, oh yeah, girls coming into the boys' locker room. Yeah, bring them all in. Let them all come in. The boys, because the boys, obviously they're boys, right? But you are intruding on females, right? Who are very delicate, right? You have to treat them as that, right? As they need their space, they need all this. And you're intruding, forcing these girls to accept this. And not only girls, women also. In response to, this is the name of the group, Women's Liberation Front, began the hashtag Biden's betrayed women and said that the order was unprecedented attack on women's rights. Look what it says here. With this action, Biden is bypassing the legislative process. Again, that is what an executive order is, to implement the most controversial provisions of the Equality Act. changing the definition of sex in federal anti-discrimination regulations so that female people are no longer a discrete class with a protected status under the law. Okay. So this is the tweet. Oh, let me see. No. Where is it at? Let me see. Oh, this is not it. Okay. They wrote this and they get into the details as to why, right? Look, so this is them here. They went in, they did this right here. Look at them right here. Women's Liberation Front. Go check this out. Go check that out. They go into details how this is going to affect women. Why do you even have to enumerate this? Why do you even have to say this to people? Look, President Biden's moves to end female-only sports and services on his first day in office. Look at this, guys. Look at this right here. How many executive orders? Could you just imagine Donald Trump doing this? I'm just saying, could you just imagine Donald Trump doing this and how the press will be having a little hissy fit, like little girls, literally. A hissy fit if they see a president do this thing right here. 22 orders. What was this? This phone is not even connected. And who called me, man? Who called me? Let me put this down here. All right. Let's continue here. So look, so they go into some of the situations that might happen when this order and these things or these businesses and schools, et cetera, start implementing these laws, right? Look what it says. Potential consequences of this action. Female federal employees no longer have rights to privacy, forced into compel speech that validates men's identities. Again, they're forcing, and again, this is a forceful law, authoritarian. Guys, give me one second.
Team approaches politics the same way we take on every other story. We stick to the facts. I apologize
for that. There you go. All right. Let's get back to you. All right. They're forcing people to literally accept. They're forcing you to even change your vocabulary. Could you believe that? As petty as that is, they're forcing you to violate your conscience. Female, as I said that, right? To validate men's identity, female employees will have no privacy. Look what else they see. Domestic violence shelters forced to house men with women. Can you believe that? There are shelters that are exclusively for women now because of this mandate. Now men are allowed to say, "I'm a woman. I can go into this place, which is supposed to be a safe place for females," right? Now you have testosterone in there, right? Because of stupid, unscientific laws. Look at this. Women in federal incarceration forced to be housed with violent male offenders. Story out of Argentina, which I'm going to do actually on the El Show de Valentín, which is the Valentine show in Spanish with my wife at 9:10. We're going to be doing this story. And I have a video showing a prisoner in Argentina, male. He says, "Hey, I'm female." They put him in with the female prisoners, and guess what happens? He impregnates one of the female prisoners. Like what did you expect? What did you expect? Did you expect that they were gonna that a guy with his thing on is gonna go play patty cake with the females in there? A man locked up is gonna go play patty cake? What's even more infuriating is just how logical these things are. Like, you understand it, I understand it, but these quote unquote people that are supposed to be smarter, right? Sometimes we make these assumptions that these people, no, that's a political person. That person he knows what he's doing. Oh no, that's a leader. And we sometimes we might even say, oh no, they're smarter than us, and they're doing this political, they're taking these political stances and literally forcing people and violating people's private spaces and just civil rights in general. It's just mind-boggling, to be honest. And it's infuriating on top of that. Doctors forced to provide affirmative care. Again, doctors against their will are going to, if a man comes and says, "Hey, I'm a boy," oh, I'm a girl, I'm sorry, he's going to be forced to violate his ethical concerns and moral values to just suffice a government mandate. Again, they're intruding on, do I need to add anything to that? Title IX protections for women in schools revoked, girls sports eliminated. Title IX is protection that is given to it's a law. It's a law that is given to women in school, girls in school, protecting, right? No discrimination based on sexes. With this, now you're gonna have to get there's not gonna be no women's sports. Like for example, that woman athlete that forced herself very hard to be the number one in running. Now you have a boy, just because he has testosterone, he just faster and stronger no matter what, just because of biology. He just comes and he just sets all the female records, and she loses out on scholarships. She loses out on a whole bunch of things. Now you're literally you're literally giving it all to men. I told you men were better at everything, guys. I told you that. And that's what happens, right? Now you can have a women's basketball team. Now you can have a women's track team. And who forgot about Fallon Fox? MMA. He turns into a woman, quote unquote. He beats down women. And they let him do that. That's the funny thing about it. Like, that's insanity. But again, we are in unicorn and la la land. Then this is exclusively when it comes to the Democratic Party in the United States of America. This is where they have gone. Women and girls not considered for equity. Look at this statement by let me see who says this statement. This, as if this wasn't enough, Biden's executive order on advancing racial equity and support for undeserved communities through the federal government this is an executive order, broadly promises a commitment to advancing equity for underserved communities. The order names multiple underserved communities, including, look what it says, Black. This is how these people think. They think based on color. They don't think based on nationality. We are Americans. No, they divide and separate everybody. No, you're this. Look what they say: Black, Latino, and Indigenous and Native American persons, Asian Americans, and Pacific Islanders, and other persons of color, members of religious minority, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, plus persons with disabilities, persons who live in rural areas, and persons otherwise adversely affected by persistent poverty or inequality. Women, the largest group of people adversely affected by persistent inequality, were not mentioned in the order. Again, they are claiming that there's equity for everybody except equity for women. I mean, this is where these people are. Again, this is a left-leaning group. This is a left-leaning group. Feminist group, and they are attacking Mr. Joseph Rahim Biden's orders on everything. They're mandating everything, literally. They're not going through the proper avenues, but that's where we are in 2021. Guys, thank for all the people that are here. Hit that like button at around 8:30. We're going to be putting on those lines. We're going to be talking to you guys. We're going to be talking about everything Wall Street. We are going to be revealing a key player in the internet regarding this whole debacle on GameStop and Wall Street, which is very exciting to me. And so much stuff we're going to be talking about the Patriot plan, the Patriot Party. Did Donald Trump answer? What did he say regarding the Patriot Party? We're going to be talking about all that today on the Valentine show. And let's continue here. Look, on a happier, well, not happier. This is not a happier note. This is on a different note. Let's put it like that. Target drops popular coconut milk after allegations of forced monkey labor. Yes, I didn't even know that we were doing this, to be honest. I didn't even know that there were places that did force monkey labor. And again, who's behind this investigation? PETA, right? What are the allegations? Target drops popular coconut milk after allegations of forced monkey labor. Costco and other major retailers have already dropped the brand following the PETA investigation. Look what it says here. This is the thing right here. This is the brand. Chaoco. I'm guess I'm saying that right. It's funny because I think my wife has used this. Target. I don't know. I might be actually guilty in employing monkey labor, to be honest. Target is the largest company to join other major retailers in dropping Chaoco, a popular coconut milk, from its shelves following allegations of forced monkey labor. Could you believe that? That's where we're in 2021. Reported the USA Today. Back in October, Costco joined other retailers, including Walgreens, Food Line, Giant Food, and Stop and Shop, in pulling the Thailand-based product after investigations by PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, said that monkeys were chained up, forced to do hard labor in the form of coconut picking. Need I say more? By dropping Chauco, Target, I think that's like the second pronunciation I've done of this. Target is joining thousands of stores that refuse to profit from chain monkey misery, said PETA Executive Vice President Tracy Raymond in a statement email to Today Food. PETA exposés have confirmed that Thai coconut producers are exploiting monkeys and lying about it. So there's no excuse for any grocery store to keep Chaocos on its shelf. PETA claimed its first investigation found cruelty to monkeys on every farm, at every monkey training facility, and in every coconut picking contest. Look, there's a coconut picking contest, guys, that use monkey labor. Coconut picking contest. Oh my God. When not being forced to pick coconuts or perform in circus style shows for tourists, the animals were tethered, chained to old tires, or confined in cages barely larger than their body. This is my position on this. I didn't know this. I thought that this was funny. I didn't know this was something that was actually happening. I think it's very ingenious, to be honest. It's very ingenious if they're able to use these monkeys to help bring something of value to human beings. I think animals on earth are put here by God for us to benefit from them. Now, that does not mean that we need to treat animals cruel, right? I have evolved over the last couple of years in my regards to animals. Obviously, I'm not a vegan, as you could tell. So I believe animals should be eaten, right? For food, right? But I also don't believe in the torture of animals. Like, I've changed my mind. I don't believe in zoos. I think zoos, God didn't make animals to be caged up. And an expose for people to look at these animals through on a cage. I think if you want to see these animals, go where these animals live. Now, if it's for humans to take care of them for the meantime, and recoup them, right? For maybe something happened to them and they're taking care of them for a certain reason. Yes, okay, no problem. Let's take them in. Let's take care of them and let's put them back where they belong. But there is no logical reason on earth that there should be lions in the Bronx. In the Bronx Zoo, there's lions from Africa. There should not be no reason whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, I don't like sending my children to zoos again. And I've visited zoos. This is something that, as of late, I've changed my mind on this. Right? I think the animals do suffer. I think if we are human, what says that about us? That we're gonna put these animals through suffering? Now, should they be used for this, what they call forced monkey labor? They should be used to pick coconuts. They should be used for that. But obviously, treat these monkeys well, feed them well, treat them good. They're working for you. They're your workers, man. Treat these monkeys good. Don't force them, right? Or not don't force them, but don't treat them bad. Plain and simple. But the question is, I'm gonna pass it off to you. What do you guys think about the forced monkey labor going down in Thailand? And I'm telling you guys, I think I've probably used this. I think my wife used this coconut milk, and she said that is delicious. Let's continue here, man. Biden's Secretary of State says he will allow the U.S. embassies to fly the pride flag, affirms commitment to the LGBT agenda. Again, it's not that I want to. I really don't care, to be honest. I don't want to cover the LGBT agenda. I don't. But they're forcing me, right? Because as a matter of fact, I probably should do a whole video about this. I believe that the LGBT agenda is one of the most radical movements, one of the most divisive movements to American citizens, and in particular to Christianity. I think there is no other existential threat greater than the LGBT agenda to Christianity. I got to do a separate video on that because it's an agenda. There's something nefarious going on here when you're trying to feed such a small part of the population. You're trying to jam it down people's throat constantly, all day, 24/7. And look, and it's proven here, right? Look what it says here. Look what it says here. The U.S. Senate confirmed President Joe Biden's nominee for Secretary of State. So this right here, guys, is going to be your new Secretary of State. Anthony Blinken in a 78-22 vote on Tuesday following a confirmation hearing that included discussions on Blinken's dedication to promoting the LGBT cause worldwide. This is their and abortion, which we're going to get into this later. Your tax dollars, American tax dollars, thanks to the Democratic Party, Joe Biden, are now going to go to fund abortions worldwide. Why only fund abortions in the United States when you could fund them worldwide? That is the logic behind the Biden administration. Look what some of the things that he says here. Blinken said he will allow U.S. embassies to fly the LGBT pride flag, which had been prohibited during the administration of former President Donald Trump. I guarantee you this, guaranteed, that flag will not be flown in some Arab countries. Guaranteed. They will not be flown in some Arab countries. Do I need to explain why? And that he will find the position of LGBT, that he will fill the position of LGBT envoy that had been left vacant under Trump. Senator Ed Markey asked Blinken if he would elevate the position to an ambassadorial level. This is a matter, this is him speaking. This is a matter, I think, of some real urgency. Like, this is urgency. They believe that this is the LGBT movement. There's something urgent about this. Like, we're dealing with a pandemic, and an economy that needs fixing. This is an urgent matter. We've seen violence directed against LGBT. I think there's violence directed against Christians and a whole bunch of other people also, Jews, etc. People around the world, and LGBT people around the world increased, Blinken said. We've seen, I believe, the highest numbers of murders of transgender people, particularly women of color, that we have, again, it comes with the separation here, that we've seen ever. And so I think the United States playing the role that it should be playing in standing up for defending the rights of the LGBTQI people is something the department is going to take on immediately. Again, this is one of the major concerns of the LGBT of the Biden agenda. Again, for all those Christians that said that Donald Trump was the boogeyman. Oh my God, he speaks so bad on Twitter. Oh my God, he's such a bad person. Look what he said. He's not acting presidential. These have far more broad implications than Donald Trump's Twitter. Case in point, look at this girl here. You guys know this girl right here. Teen singer Joji Sewa. You guys know, I know her. I've seen her a whole bunch of times on Disney and whatnot. The constant promotion of the LGBT movement, and I have my book that I have here, promoting same-sex couples to like 5-year-olds. I've seen it. I mean, there's an agenda. There's a plan behind this. Brings confusion to kids, right? Because everything goes. So they don't know that they only had two choices. You could be a girl or boy. Since everything goes now, they don't even know what they are. They don't even know if they're what, human, right? Look what it says here. Teen singer Joji Sewa says she is neither gay nor straight, but definitely LGBT. Confusion at its finest. She has no idea what she is. She doesn't know. YouTube sensation Joji Sewa, known for her bubbly, uplifting, and clean songs and dances, announced that she now identifies as LGBT. And by the way, she is not that young anymore. I know she wears this big bow and makes her look younger than what she is. She's 17, so she's one more year until she's 18. But look at how she comes out. My cousin got me a new shirt. Best gay cousin ever. Again, sexuality, 17 years old. When you say that you're gay, you're just saying that you have a sexual attraction towards the other sex. Why? Like, why are we talking about this constantly? And again, this girl now, she's still, look how she dresses. She's still being probably marketed as a younger person, right? For a younger audience. And now she comes out and, that's a possibility. I could be this, but she doesn't, but she claims she does not know what she is. I don't know. She's confused. She's like, I'm not neither gay nor straight. I don't know. I'm not neither gay nor straight, but definitely in the LGBT. And she doesn't even say that she's bisexual. So she doesn't even know that, right? If you usually, I mean, unless they came up with something new, which knowing the Democratic Party and leftists, usually if you're not gay nor straight, that means you're bisexual. You like both sexes, right? Quote unquote. She doesn't even know that she's that. And again, this is what's being given to our children, because it's like, everywhere you go. Have you guys been to New York City on when it's Pride Month. Have you guys been? It's like everywhere. Everywhere there's a flag. Everywhere there's a flag. Everywhere. Like, okay, we get it. Like, we understand. Like, we get it. Like, okay, no problem. We understand. Like, it's everywhere. It's like mind control, right? It's like they're trying to put mind control on you. Like, I don't get it. Like, and again, these companies will sell out because they're just there for the highest bidder. They don't care. They're gonna roll with whatever the issue of the day is. They're gonna go with that. They're gonna do what they have to do. They're gonna put the symbols that they have to put up. And again, you get bubbly girls like this who are just confused, right? Continuing here, Twitter troll faces 10 years in prison for spreading vote by text hoax. When I read this and I read this story, guys, I couldn't believe this. 10 years for spreading vote by text hoax. This is not it. You're gonna be dumbfounded how many people fell for this. Look at this. The United States Department of Justice announced today that it has charged a Twitter user who allegedly spread misinformation during the 2016 presidential election using Twitter. Douglas McKay of West Palm Beach, Florida, is accused of conspiring with others to spread election misinformation in 2016, which was designed to deprive individuals of their constitutional right to vote. He has been charged by violating civil rights conspiracy statute. If convicted, he will he will face 10 years in prison. But let me see if I find you. Look at it. According to the complaint, Mackey was associated with numerous pro-Trump group chats, including one under the name War Room, where several individuals shared ideas on how they could influence the 2016 election. According to prosecutors, one such example included an internet draft our daughters meme, which shared false information implying that if Hillary Clinton was president, she was a poor-making woman eligible for the draft, right? The complaint also, listen to this. Listen to who are the people that are choosing presidents in the United States of America. The complaint also details that in September 2016, 4,900 telephone numbers text their votes to a number Mackey promoted on social media. So he was promoting this meme or whatever it was that he was doing, and 4,900 people were like, yo, hey, John, come over here. I'm not going out to vote today. I voted. You voted? Yes, I texted my vote in. Could you believe some people were like, yo, text your vote? I could imagine, yo, okay, text your person to 1-800 blah blah blah. Text your candidate. I could imagine people be like Trump or whatever, or Hillary or whatever, to this number. 4,900 individuals felt for this. I think Plato was the one that said that he didn't believe that like everybody should vote. He didn't believe it. I'm starting to agree with him, to be honest, because there's the fact that there's so many low information voters out here, people that literally don't know exactly, they don't know anything of anything, and they're voting, they're choosing the president of the United States. It's mind-boggling, to be honest. Let's continue here. This is the story I just saw when I was starting this show. I just heard this. Black Lives Matter movement nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. Is this gonna be like the start of 2021? This is where we're heading. And is this a harbinger of what 2021 is? Let me read that to you if you didn't understand. Black Lives Matter movement nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. That's a contradiction in there. But who did the nomination? Maybe they didn't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. You got a sip of this water here. Hit that like button. Hit that share, guys. Around a couple minutes, we're going to be turning on those lines. Not only the lines, but I'm also going to be reading the chats and be talking with you guys via the chat. Let me see this. Okay. All right, let's go. The Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize for the way it's called for systemic change has spread around the world. In his nomination papers, the Norwegian MP is Member of Parliament Peter Ade said the movement had forced countries outside the U.S. to grapple with racism within their own societies. I find that one of the key challenges we have seen in America, but also in Europe and Asia, is the kind of increasing conflict based on inequality. Ade said Black Lives Matter has become a very important worldwide movement to fight racial injustice. They have a tremendous achievement in raising global awareness and destroying cities. I put that there. but it says here, in consciousness about racial justice. It's insanity that again, this is a member of parliament from Norway. Let's invite him to Minneapolis. Let's invite him there, or to New York, or to Washington. Let's invite him to those places. That way he sees exactly what this Black Lives movement did, right? That way he could see if he wants to maybe rescind his nomination for nominating Black Lives Matter to the Nobel Peace Prize. Guys, the more you guys see how the world is, right? And the more you guys are, because this is what we do, right? We're in politics. We're seeing how people move, how people make decisions. The more you see how people make decisions and the things that actually go down in this world, the more things just don't make sense. Isn't that true? Like, how is it that, well, the other day I covered a Christian OnlyFans model, right? Now I'm covering Black Lives Matter movement nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, who the riots, I think there were $2 billion worth of damages to cities in the United States of America, and some or it has to be, he can't be disconnected. He's a member of parliament, or a person that is evil, a person that is a socialist, a person that is communist. I'm not sure. Says that the Black Lives Matter movement is worthy of a Nobel Peace Prize. It just makes you think that there is in reality there is no hope for humanity in general, to be honest. If this is the way that the people who are making decisions are thinking, how would there be hope? You are rewarding bad behavior. You are rewarding that. You know why he says that though, right? Because Black Lives Matter didn't come to his door like they did to remember that couple in Missouri, the ones with the gun. If Black Lives Matter would have gone to his door, he would not have been nominating these people for a Nobel Peace Prize. Makes no sense whatsoever, but here we go. Look at this face. You see this face right here? Meet Redditor who made millions of GameStop and started the market frenzy. This face right here is the person that started the whole frenzy on the GameStop. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. If you have not watched the video that I did regarding what's going on with GameStop and the stock market and WallStreetBets, the subreddit, the forum on Reddit called WallStreetBets, you have to, it's imperative. When I mean imperative, that you see that. If you have no clue how stock market works, if you have no clue what's going on with that, you have to go see this video. This is the guy that started this frenzy. His name is Keith Gill, a Redditor known as Deep F King Value, who led an army of average Joes to drive up the cost of GameStop stocks is everything you expect of him. He's 34. He wears orange samurai-esque headbands over his shoulder length hair, loves cat t-shirts, and operates a YouTube channel from a Boston basement. Damn, I gave you that Boston accent there when I say Boston. Behind a desk, literally with used cups, assorted tech gear, sports hats, and undo cards. What is his name? Let me. Wow, I had it here. I had his his name on YouTube, but I'm gonna show you right now what's his name on YouTube. But look what he did. He's supposedly, according to New York Post, he started this frenzy, right? This is it's something that's very a little bit complex. It's not that complex. He's one part of this thing. If these funds, right, if these hedge funds didn't try to do this short the way they did, shorting themselves like 130% over the amount of stocks that were actually available, this would have never happened if this hedge fund did not do this. But there's people that were looking through private information. This guy was one of them. Look how much money he made. He's making. Look what it says. Keith Gill posted a screenshot of the brokerage account showing about 20 million daily gain on GameStop shares on Wednesday. Gill, who until recently had a day job for a life insurance company, is the force that fueled the GameStop roller coaster and thrusted hedge fund billions of dollars. I just saw an article today. Estimates of this debacle, right, are supposedly about $190 billion lost in the stock market because of greedy hedge fund of dollars into the red and floated a frailing video game company destined for blockbuster infamy well beyond actual value. This guy right here, taking they shorted, the hedge fund shorted like 9 million, like 9 million shares. 9 million shares. I mean, was it greed? Was it what? I don't know. People have different opinions. A lot of people are calling these people greedy. Look at his YouTube channel says it all. Look what his YouTube channel is, Roaring Kitty. Listen to him a little bit here. Look, let me put it a little bit. Look at him.
Bullish. But it's the fundamentals that are kind of driving this stuff, right? Look at this. 60.
This is this guy right here. So this guy is he had this position a long time ago. Look, if you go to his YouTube channel, you see that he's talking about, let me take this off. You see that he's talking about GameStop for a while. Look, there's video 5 months ago that he's talking about GameStop. So this didn't start now, right? Because he saw what these companies were trying to do. And let me just give you a quick rundown real quick. That way you understand, for the people that haven't seen this video. They were some hedge funds were trying to do something called a short. What is a short? Let me take it out the market, just like I explained in the video, and let me explain it to you here. They took, this cell phone right here. I borrow my wife's cell phone and I tell her, I'm gonna give you the same type of phone. I need it, and I'll give it back to you. So what happens? I take my wife's phone, I sell it for $900. I have information that a new phone is going to come out and people are not going to want this phone anymore. So the value is going to go down, and then I could just rebuy it again and give it back to my wife. Let me take it back. Rewind. I take my wife's phone. Hey, babe, let me use your phone. I'll give you back. Give me a week. I'll give you back the same type of phone to you again. I take this phone. I sell it on the street for $900. They dropped a new phone. The prices of the phone that I took from my wife drops massively. I'm able to buy it back for $500. I return my wife the same type of phone. But what happens? I sold it for $900 and I bought it back for $500. There's a $400 difference. I pocket that change and make money, right? Just because I had some previous knowledge that the phone was dropping, a new phone was dropping, etc. But now the opposite could happen. What happens if I buy the phone, I sell the phone, and instead of the phone dropping in value, it goes up in value? What happens if I sold it for $900 and they dropped the new phone? The new phone is trash. Nobody's buying it. And the older model, people are wanting it more because they know that the new one is trash. What happens to the old phone? It goes up in value. Let's say it goes up to $1,200. Now I sold it for $900. The opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. I thought the price was gonna go down, but instead it goes up to $1,200. I sold it for $900. I buy and now I'm forced to buy it back at $1,200 at a loss of $300. I lost. So this is what this guy right here started to notice that these hedge funds, they are going and doing what they call a short position, meaning they want to buy they want to sell high and buy the stocks back at a lower rate to pocket that difference. These guys saw that for months, and they were promoting this on this Reddit forum. Hey, listen, they're shorting, these massive funds are shorting the GameStop. They're shorting it. He comes out, and a whole bunch of people start buying the stock, and the opposite of what the hedge funds thought that was going to happen happened. Instead of the price going down, the price started skyrocketing. And this guy, because of his ingenuity, he made this amount of money. Incredible. His name is, go check him out, Roaring Kitty. That time has come. Let me put it up here. 646-470-1077. Give me your opinions. Let's turn on these lines. Let's turn them on. What you guys want to talk today about? Let's talk about, until one of you calls, 646-470-1077. Let's talk about, let me see here. Let's talk about Donald J. Trump, the Patriot Party. Donald J. Trump is not forming a new party. He's staying in the Republican Party, according to various news sources, various current managers and people that are going to be helping him. What is exactly he's going to be doing? He opens up a new office in Florida, the office of the former president, where he's going to be involved in politics. Thank God, man, because wasn't it getting boring, man? To be honest, tell me in the comments, did you guys not thought that it was getting boring or what? Because it was getting boring without Donald J. Trump. He's going to be involved. There's going to be some midterm election. He's going to be, again, he's going to be pivotal person, because he has a lot of 75 million people voted for this guy. He's going to be promoting candidates for the midterm election that are coming up. He plans on running again. That's another thing, under the Republican banner. Some party called the MAGA Patriot Party got introduced in, I think it was Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, and he said, no, that's not us. We're not doing that. I thought, me personally, and this is just me, I thought it was a good idea, to be honest. I thought it was a good idea to start a third party, meaning to take it to both Democrats and Republicans, what I call the politically elite, or the political class, right? Or the Republicans that turned on Donald Trump. And this is not even for me, at least, not only about Donald J. Trump exclusively. For me, it's to send a message to these the political class that believe that like things are like given to them, and that they're not gonna work for the people, and that they're gonna do whatever they want, that they're gonna play these stupid games that they're constantly playing in Congress. That they need to find out that the people have power, and that the people are the ones that decide. If Donald Trump decided, which he would not be doing unless things change. Knowing Donald Trump, he does whatever he wants, and if he chooses to do that, he's gonna have huge support. He's not gonna be starting this second party, this third party. Like I said, I thought it would be a good idea to send this message to these people that don't really care about you and me, guys. That look what happened when the whole debacle in Capitol Hill. You saw how fast they impeached them, right? Yet the people were waiting for stimulus, and people were waiting for laws to pass this and that. No, they take their sweet time, but when it comes down to band together to ban Donald Trump, they do that like that in hours. Let me see who's here. Caller, you on the air?
Hey.
Morgan, what's up?
Oh, nothing.
Talk to me.
So, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm really excited about just the small bit of bipartisanship with this whole Robin Hood, GameStop, whatever.
Debacle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's making me excited this week. Is that I think that's pretty cool.
I think when they have to work together, they work together. But they have to be forced to do that. To be honest, it's like they have to be, literally forced to do something like that.
Well, I guess I'm an optimist, because I'm like, okay, now just start seeing that, like, we're all not the enemies of each other. Like, we're not. We can all find common ground.
Yeah, but even that, which is true, what you say, right, Morgan? But even in this situation with Robinhood, AOC, which is, she agrees with Ted Cruz, and she's still saying, "Oh no, you should resign." You know, talking about this whole Robinhood debacle. They're basically on the same page. "Oh no, you should resign because you made me fear of my life." I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
Like attempted murder or whatever.
What?
She's so dramatic.
But my question is, see, that proves she's not from the Bronx at all. To be so exaggerating, like what does Ted Cruz have to do with anything? Like, I don't even get why she's going after Ted Cruz for, to be honest, because Ted Cruz was questioning some aspects of the election. Hey, isn't that what they're there for? And now she's saying that. I mean, it's hilarious. But what do you expect from AOC?
Right. Well, and I guess I should clarify, because I meant as in we the people. Bipartisanship, okay. You know what I mean? Okay, I understand. Oh yeah, us little guys, us common
yes.
folk. I expect that from AOC, but I didn't really think she was going to be that dang dramatic about about all that. But I guess, what do you expect from her? Really, I shouldn't be shocked. But I laughed. I thought it was funny. I was like, really? Is she really?
Exactly.
Is she really going there?
Yeah, it's crazy. Morgan, let me ask you this. What do you think about these executive laws targeting basically women coming down from the Biden administration? Meaning, like, how would you feel if like a real burly man with a wig goes into your bathroom?
Well, that's definitely a good question, but we're gonna have to circle back.
Okay. No.
So you haven't you haven't seen the compilation of the new the House Speaker, or not House Speaker, what you call it, spokesperson, whatever, the replacement for Kayleigh.
For Kayleigh McEnany. Oh yeah, the girl. What's her name? Her name is
Jen Psaki or whatever.
Jen Psaki, yeah. That she says that we're gonna. She says that what is it? I will refer to you to the Department of Justice on that one. She just she doesn't answer the question.
Well, yeah. There's a compilation of her.
Oh yeah.
Already, where she says, I counted, and it's either 14 or 16 times in different press conferences. She says, "Oh yeah, that's a great question. We're gonna have to circle back." So she says, "Circle back."
Oh, that's her thing. Circle back.
Yeah, so that's why I said that. You gotta check that out.
I have to. No, I will. I haven't. To be honest, I haven't heard her speak too much. This woman, I have not. But she's not. But what I have heard, she's not no Kayleigh McEnany. That's 100%. Kayleigh McEnany was on fire when she's like a person with character, in my opinion. Kayleigh McEnany. And this girl does not seem. She seems a little bit out of her place, to be honest. I think she's been there before. Well, she's been in the administration before, but she doesn't seem too accustomed to, I guess, I don't know, the questions or the camera. I'm not sure.
Well, it's definitely a change from Kayleigh. She definitely doesn't have a clue. We'll just put she just doesn't. So you'll have to check out that compilation. I haven't actually personally sought out to watch her talk. But I've just seen clips, from different people. But yeah, there's a couple people that put compilations of her doing that. And Insanity. It's like, it is 14 to 16 times already. She says, yeah, we're going to have to circle back. Okay, well, I'll definitely get back to you. We'll just have to circle back.
Wait, circle back on that one, because I don't have no answers, right? Imagine if that was Kayleigh McEnany saying that, right? They will be destroying her for saying that, right? But again, I hope you guys out there are seeing the difference in the way that the press is treating the Biden administration compared when it was the Donald Trump administration. I hope you guys seen the giddiness of the press and the easiness and the wow, it's so this and so that, and no questions, no horrible questions, none of that being asked. It's insanity, but this is just the beginning, right?
Oh, right. Well, and to go to your actual question about the
men in the bathroom.
I actually have a couple coworkers with daughters that are really mad about that. They're like, so I got to worry about a grown man going into a women's bathroom where my daughter is, you know, and I don't care for it. I think it's dumb because any person, just like the person in Argentina or whatever, can oh well, you know, I'm trans or whatever. Like somebody called that like a while ago. I want to say it was like Jericho Green did a video on that, I want to say, and he said the exact same thing. And then now you just said they impregnated somebody, and Jericho called that one. He called that one. That was going to eventually happen, but I think we all probably knew that.
I mean, logic will tell you that that's going to happen. I mean, men are having sex with men in jail. Imagine when you put them with a woman, you know? I mean, like what do you think is going to happen? But that's...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and I'm not okay with the sports thing either. But I do laugh every time I think about it because I think, and I said it in the chat. I always think of the South Park episode that they did like last season, where they're like, "Oh yeah, well this new trans woman is joining the team or is going to go against this girl or whatever." It was like track or something. And they're like, "Oh yeah, her name's Alexis," and it's freaking like Randy Macho Man Savage.
I think I remember. Yeah, South Park, they're not politically correct. They don't care, but the thing is that people are seeing this, and these people that are in power are still forcing, because again, it's an agenda. And it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. It has nothing to do with religion. They're forcing it on you, and that's why I'm so adamant. I'm 130% against the LGBT movement, and I made that clear. I say movement. I'm not against LGBT people. I'm against the movement, and which is a political movement, and what I qualify them also as an authoritarian movement to force and shut up people who they don't want to hear a different point of view. It's insanity. But Morgan, let me let you go. That way I could take here another call, and I'll see you on the Spanish one. All right. Thank you, sister.
Okay, sounds good.
Later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's Morgan. You see her on the chat all the time. You're so cool. 23. She's in there. Let me see what's going on. Guys, the number to call 646-470-1077. KG Obando says, AOC is from the Bronx. She acting scared like she's not from the Bronx. She was probably in the Bronx, I think, to like 5. Then she moved further north to a place called Yorktown Heights, which is, you have to have money to live there. There's, you know, homes and all that. She is not hood, right? She's scared. She's scared of this thing. I understand what happened to her. I wasn't there, and I understand. But to blame a senator, saying that, she's acting like it's the end of the world, to be honest. Let me see here what Ronnie says. She said, let you go. Ronnie Vera says, she says he's from the Bronx, but raised in Westchester. Yeah, she was. A nice suburb. I've been to Yorktown Heights, to be honest. Let me see. Who else is here? Let me see what else they say, guys. Alexis Aponda says, me too. We need to separate ourselves from these GOP. I think there's a big movement, to be honest, guys. There's a big movement. People on the right, conservatives, have been let down by the GOP, to be honest. They have been let down by the GOP. And I think if it's just for a lesson, even if we lose the next election coming up, to be honest, this is just my opinion. If Donald Trump does decide to form this third party, to support this third party, just to send a message to these people that these people, you guys are not going to be in constant control. Some people disagree with me. Some people believe that there's ABL believes in a different way of what he calls infiltrating the GOP and putting people that are in the party, but that are changing the party. Like he says, AOC is doing with the Democratic Party. But and then my point is that AOC is not liked in the Democratic Party because they consider her too radical. Pepe LaFleur says, I'm not sure if they actually lost that amount. You can pair your position with options and insurance. Risk is not unlimited. It's the first thing they teach you when trading. Pepe, that's just something that I just kind of glanced. I didn't read the article. if it was all that amount, I mean, they had a lot of money in there. They had a lot of but it wasn't only them, right? Because I think Melvin Capital, they had 9 million shares. I don't know what they sold them at, to be honest. They had 9 million shares, and then you don't know when did they buy back either, right? We don't know yet, but I know they closed out their positions. You don't know when they buy back either, so they haven't set those figures out yet. But that's what I just saw at a glance, around 190 billion supposedly. I don't know. I gotta confirm that, to be honest. Let's see what is here. Let me see. Disla Chan, you saw the Robin Hood main guy on CNN, of all places. Fredo Cuomo grilled him. Yes, Disla. Yes, Fredo Cuomo went in on the Robin Hood guy, to be honest. And the main question is, okay, Robin Hood stopped the buying of GameStop, but they did not stop the selling of it. Okay, the selling, that way you guys understand. If there's a lot of people selling stuff, if there's, let me take it back to the phone thing. If there's a lot of phones being sold, a lot of phones, what's going to happen to the, and they're everywhere to be found, what's going to happen to the price? Gonna go down, right? So they were accusing them of, okay, let them sell these stocks. Let them sell, but don't let them buy. Don't let them buy. Let them only sell. That way the prices goes low. That way these hedge funds, quote unquote, they're accusing them of protecting the hedge funds who were heavily invested in these things. That way the hedge funds are able to buy back, and their losses are not that crazy as they were. But it's gonna be interesting to see how much did they really lose. Let me see what else says here. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, guys, don't be afraid to call. The number to call 646-470-1077. I would like to take one more call before I head on over to El Show de Valentin, which we are going to be doing with my wife on the Spanish side, right? Let me see. Ronnie says, I think Valentine should sometimes do a video from his car or while driving, while he has a fresh and random thoughts or opinion. I think that sounds like not like a bad idea. I've actually thought about that, believe it or not, Ronnie. Oh, Alexis, look at that. Alexis is listening in the car. Alexis, thank you. Alexis, for the people that are here, every Friday we have the live calling show, 8 to 9. This is show number 29, believe it or not. 29 weeks ago, I started this live calling show, and this is week number 29. Let me see here. Blah, blah, blah. What else is here? Oh, look what Morgan says about Mr. Tro Alheli TV. Arheli TV is funny, though, and even though he disagrees, at least he doesn't call and scream over people. LOL, he has an anomaly. He's an anomaly on that side, that he disagrees and he doesn't want to go crazy on it. Let me see what else is here. Sonia says they just want to instill the idea that Republicans are mean villains. It's crazy. Dream T, let me see what it says. Dreaming Tree 777. Is the world taking a, let me put it like this in my Christian translation. Is the world taking a number 2? Because I got sober. Surely I'm not that special. Anyone else feel like the Truman Show? I am going to Fiji. Good luck in Fiji, Mr. Dream King or Mrs. I'm not even sure it's a guy or a girl. But it's crazy. That's where we are, guys, in 2021. And this week, I'll tell you this, when a lot of these things are happening, right? I'm like, man, you know, that is the benefits of being alive, guys. You're able to witness history, and you're able to see the little guy taking on the mammoth of Wall Street. You're able to see all these things that are going down, and you're able to. You have two options on how you're going to live your life. Let me shut down the lines already. Thank you for the people that called. Well, Morgan, thank you for calling. For the people that are going to call next time, thank you. You're able, in this life, you're able to do two things. Either you're able to, go into the shadows and live there scared of everything and everybody and not taking no stances, and you're still going to die. Or you come out and you show your face. You make positions. You stand against evil. You stand against the things that you don't like, and you do that with character. And you enjoy life, or you are just you're scared of everything and everybody, and you believe everything that these quote unquote leaders tell you, that they have no clue as to sometimes as to what they're doing, what they're saying. That's just the way. Those are just the two ways that you could live life, right? And then you take the good with the bad. You enjoy the good. You enjoy the bad. You try to make good of everything, and you go from there. Crazy. Guys, let's end this show as we do every week. When we end, give a little prayer. Thank you, Father, for this show. Thank you for another episode. Thank you for the people that made it here tonight. Thank you for all the people that are subscribers and the people who are not subscribers. I ask you that you bless and you guide each of the people that are here, their families and their life and their work lives. It's not a coincidence that they're here tonight, Lord. I ask you that you protect them and that you help them see the light, that you help them enjoy their life, and that you help them realize that no matter how much they work and how much plans they put for their life, they will one day die. That you may install in them that they don't want to waste their life chasing things that are, frankly put, stupid and a waste of time. Guide them and protect them, Lord, and bless this adventure that is called the Valentine Show. I thank you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Now I'm going to El Show de Valentín, the Valentine Show in Spanish, where I do this show again, with a little twist in there because I do it with my beloved wife. Guys, I am Valentine. God bless. Godspeed me, Valentine. I am out.